The Collegian News, with news anchors Corey Aiken and Samantha Ruiz. This is your weekly webcast update.
The Collegian News is brought to you in part by the Dean of Students Office, which would like to remind you that the deadline to apply for Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges and Who's Who among students in American junior colleges is 4 p.m. Friday, February 15th. Some other requirements include undergrads must have a minimum GPA of 3.0 and must be enrolled in at least 6 semester hours. Grad students must have a minimum GPA of 3.75 and must be enrolled in at least 6 semester hours. For more information, call David Marquez at 882-5141.
Hello, UTB TSE students. Welcome back to the Collegian News. I'm Corey Aiken.
And I'm Samantha Ruiz, bringing you this week's top stories.
The University of Texas System Board of Regents has approved a proposal to build a new campus for UT Brownsville. The Regents voted on the plan during a meeting in Austin last Wednesday.
The $151 million proposal now goes before the Texas legislature, which will consider issuing tuition revenue bonds to finance the construction.
The Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees met last Thursday to consider the evaluation and employment contract of President Lily Tercero. Here's my co-anchor Samantha Ruiz with the story.
After nearly 3 hours of discussion in executive session, the Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees did not take action on the employment contract of TSE President Lily Tercero.
Yes, after her evaluation, you always look at the contract to see if there's any changes in compensation or the contract itself.
Tercero has a 3-year contract, which she signed in September 2011, according to the Collegian archives. Rendon said the contract will be on the agenda again at the board's February 21st meeting. In other business, Tercero announced the retirement of Robert Aguero, TSC's Vice President of Instruction and Student Services. Aguero, who was hired in late 2011, was presented with a plaque in recognition of his service. For the Collegian News, this is Samantha Ruiz.
The Student Government Association held its first meeting of the spring semester last Tuesday. With more on this story, here's Alex Rodriguez.
The UTB TSC Student Government Association will send 2 of its members to the University of Texas Leadership Conference in Austin next month. Last Tuesday, the Senate voted to set aside $1,000 for the conference. The SGA's top officials and its advisors will select members who will attend based on their participation in the organization and campus community.
Well, it is an awesome experience. It is a very rewarding experience that I had last year.
Ron Hell said the conference features motivational speakers and provides an opportunity to discuss different topics with students from other universities. During the reports portion of the meeting, Senator-at-Large Jose F. Chavez complained about a $500 increase in his tuition last semester. Chavez proposed a committee to oversee how students' fees are used. SGA advisor David Marquez said the $500 increase might have been a billing error and offered to help Chavez resolve the issue. For the Collegian News, this is Alex Rodriguez.
700 people, including UTB TSC students and faculty, participated in the 3rd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. Kayla Contreras was there.
Volunteers gathered at Dean Porter Park at 8 a.m. January 21st before going to 23 different locations throughout Brownsville for service projects. Corina Reyna, a sophomore special education major and fellow members of the Sigma Psi Delta sorority, volunteered at the Brownsville Literacy Center where they made decorations for the upcoming Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat birthday celebration at Dean Porter Park.
It's a great way because you get involved with the community and you meet so many new people and you work with so many people, and it's a really good day to help others.
Sorority Kappa Omega raked up leaves on the grounds of the Spanish Meadows Nursing and Rehabilitation Center and spent time with the facility's patients. Spanish Meadows Executive Director Julio Gonzalez says volunteers are welcome throughout the year.
Anytime, all they have to do is come and sign up with our activity director. We do a simple background check, and after that, they can come and volunteer at any time.
About 75 UTB TSC students planted basil, dill, beans, and zinnias and built a brick oven at the Rio Grande Wildlife Institute in Lincoln Park. The volunteers also built fences, created a dip irrigation system, and cleaned trails. University Scholar and Data Service Coordinator Heather Olage encourages students to volunteer because it's a great way to be able to give back to the community.
It's a great way to be able to give back. Many of these nonprofit agencies are able to do what they do because of volunteer help. Without volunteers, they wouldn't be able to do the good work they do. So the extra help that we give them today just puts them forward in the work that they're already doing.
For the Collegian News, this is Kayla Contreras.
After a week of classes, hundreds of UTB TSE students were ready for some fun, carnival style. Brenda Lopez fills us in.
The Casa Bella lawn was transformed into an amusement park where scores of UTB TSE students enjoyed rides, games, food, and music. The Welcome Back Carnival, held January 18 at the Student Housing Complex, drew about 450 students. As they listened to the rock sounds of Red Rum, students had a variety of games and rides from which to choose, including the Gyros Extreme and the Pirate's Revenge. Students in a competitive mood competed in a ring toss, the basketball shoot, and the quarterback bliss, among others.
Who came up with this idea of the event, and why is it being held at Casa Bella?
You know, with the success of Orange Crush past fall, we wanted to do something that, wasn't the same level, but, not the same thing. We try to be different all the time. So we tossed around different ideas and said, why don't we try doing something in Casa Bella, just kind of try a new venue, see how that works. And it's a little bit of experimentation, but I think that so far has been successful.
Accounting junior Pedro Rangel agreed.
I thought it was a good opportunity to get to meet new people, get to meet new people. It's the first week of school, there's, I work also, so it's a time, I guess it's a time to relax, I can have some time to relax and meet some new people, be with friends.
What do you think about this carnival?
I think it's a great opportunity to reach out to the student body, because I think the student body is, I think the student body here at the university is great. It's just that it needs its ways, it needs its methods to get them together as one,
Paulina Mendoza, a first-year Casa Bella resident assistant who volunteered at the carnival, says she has never seen so many people at the student housing complex.
Pretty good turnout. I think we're going to have a success tonight. I think it's going to be really good. Everybody's going to want it every year. The music is awesome. Everything's awesome.
For the Collegian News, this is Brenda Lopez.
Here's Alex Rodriguez with this week's segment of I Think.
The I Think question of the week is, have you checked out the new food services?
I haven't checked it out yet, but some really lovely people told me about it today, you guys. And I'm going to actually check it out here soon. I always avoided that place beforehand, which is why I don't know anything about it, because I thought Chick-fil-A was there. So, they're so expensive and overpriced, and they never even had the fries or anything. So it's cool that, UTB has that going on now, because I liked those people, the cafe that they had across the library.
I actually heard about it, and they told me it's great, that it's also some in a different way more beautiful, and it tastes better. But actually, I didn't have the opportunity to taste it, but they told me it's good.
And they're pretty neat. I like the pizza and the new food. It's really awesome and cheaper in some way, and it tastes good. Yeah.
For the Collegian News, this is Alex Rodriguez.
Samantha, what interesting police reports do you have this week?
On January 9th, campus police cited a man for criminal trespassing after he was caught urinating near the Women's Center of the Fort Brown Memorial Center. The man told the campus police officer that he had urinated there because he was homeless and could not find a public restroom. In sports, UTB TSC has signed Odessa Junior College transfer Saad Milan to join the men's golf team this spring. Before transferring to Brownsville, Milan was part of the Odessa team that won 6 titles in a row and finished third at the 2012 National Junior College Athletics Association National Championships.
That's all the news for this week. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to tune in next week for another edition of the Collegian News.